I just watched Ahsoka episode 4. I don't even know where to start. Here's how I'm gonna start. Episode 4 is my favorite episode in live action Star Wars so far. 10 out of 10 episodes. I usually put my ratings at the end of the video, but I don't even care. It's gonna be obvious. Anakin Skywalker. I freaked out. I lost my mind. I'm gonna play my reaction. Start off with the fights. The fight scenes were incredible, especially Ahsoka versus Balin. 10 out of 10. Ahsoka versus Merrick. We gotta explain what happened to that because I have no idea. And then Sabine versus Shin. Great episode. Great fight scene as well. I'm just getting to my one complaint about the episode. My one and only complaint about the episode. I do not think Sabine would have given Balin the map. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think she would have. But it does make sense. It does make sense. I don't think it's like way far off from her character. But yeah, I don't think she would have. That's my one and only complaint. But we got to see Hera and Chopper. My other complaint, actually, I have one more complaint, is that no Zeb and Rex mention, or no Zeb and Rex. But, dude, I don't even care. Those complaints mean nothing to how good this episode was. I knew instantly that we were going to get Anakin when she went Ghost in World Between Worlds. But what gets me most excited for it is that we're going to see more of them next episode. Maybe 8 minutes of them talking. That'd be crazy. Like, I don't even know what to say. Seeing Anakin is just amazing. If you guys don't already know, Anakin is my favorite fictional character of all time by far. I love the prequels. The prequels is my favorite trilogy of all time. So it's just so amazing seeing Anakin. And Revenge of the Sith is also my favorite movie of all time. Back to Merrick. What happened to him? Because that's not something Starkiller would do. So I don't. Because like with the green dust, I don't even know what that is, and it's not Ezra. Stop saying Marok is Ezra. Marok is not Ezra. Marok is not Ezra. It's not Ezra. I promise you, it's not Ezra. It's either Jim, Tim, or Underground that mentioned that it could be a knight brother or sister, which I actually kind of agree with, because the dust in the air did look a lot like the dust that they use on Dathomir with all the magic spells or whatever. Narok, to see who he is and what happened to him, if he's alive. I honestly kind of hope he's dead, unless it's someone cool like Starkiller or Bear Safi or Ezra. It's not Ezra, but if it's just like some Dathomir dude, I hope he dies, because I don't want any more fake deaths. The music in this episode was also amazing. The fight scenes, stand out the best, of course. Seeing the ghost for the first time was awesome. Seeing Hera fly the ghost. We got more Chopper screen time, but that's not a big deal at all. Just seeing the ghost just brings me back to when I was like really little, sitting down watching the new episode of Rebels premiere on Disney XD, which is just such a cool feeling, and I thank Dave Filoni and everyone at Lucasfilm for that. And seeing the World Between Worlds was, of course, awesome as well. Han Ying, I think, had his best episode as well. He fought off one of the droids, which I don't even know how he did that. The episode started off a little slow, which I was worried about, but only for the first 2 minutes. So at the first 2 minutes, I was a little worried. And right after Han Ying got into that fight, I knew this episode was going to be amazing. I didn't know how amazing it was going to be, because I didn't know that Anakin was going to be in it. Now the plot's really starting to kick up. It's going to be interesting to see where Sabine, what's going to happen with her, because of course she's on the ship with them, and Ezra and Thrawn, I think it's possible that we see them at the end of episode 5, or maybe not. But now we are officially halfway done with Ahsoka, which it seems like it's flown by so quickly. I know we had the 2-episode premiere, but still, it just seems like it flew by so quickly. I know people on Twitter and X, or whatever you call it, into social media, are going to complain about Anakin CGI. I haven't even seen it yet, because I just got off the watch party, literally just like that, and started recording. So wild seeing Anakin again, and I know I'm going to talk about him a lot throughout this video, but I don't care. I honestly don't care. It's awesome. There was way more plot to this episode than I thought there would ever be, because, we got to see Ahsoka fight Marok, and right when I said that, I even said in the watch party that we not getting the Balin fight, because then that'd just be too much in one episode. But we got it, baby. We got it. Everything we saw in the trailers has already happened, basically. There's a few things like the Thrawn scene, but basically all of it's unexpected. We're not gonna know anything, which is really awesome. I thought Ahsoka was great in this episode. Of course, I was very surprised that Sabine, couldn't shoot the thing. It's gonna be interesting to see when they meet up again, and how close they're gonna be, because they were finally starting to get close, and then Sabine did that. how close she was to Ezra for those 4 years in Rebels really affected that, and that kind of makes sense to me. I'm really starting to like Shin. I think Shin's becoming a better character, in my opinion. But I do hope Hera calls Zeb over to help them, because I feel like she would do that, and it does make sense that Zeb would be in it, let's be honest. Ahsoka has a real chance to be the best live-action Star Wars show. And I am sticking with that. I said that before even episode 1. I absolutely cannot wait to see what happens with Anakin and Ahsoka. I just want the next episode to come. Seeing Hera and Chopper, of course, was awesome in The Ghost. It doesn't feel the same without, Kanan, but it didn't at the end of Rebels as well, and especially without Zeb. I know I've made a lot of complaints about Zeb and Rex not being it, but I'll stop doing that. But the Anakin scene is going to be, it's already so good, but it's going to be 10 times better in episode 5, because we're going to get more talk. We're going to see, like, I honestly just want to know what the first thing that they say after that is to each other. Like, how you doing, Ahsoka? The last time we fought was, I killed you last time, because he did technically kill her, but Ezra brought her back through the world between worlds, which is exactly, I believe, where they are right now. I could be wrong, but I believe that is the world between worlds, and I guess Anakin's somehow attached with that place. I don't really know. I'm going to be making a bunch of videos about this episode because of how insane it was. My boy Anakin and my boy Hayden Christensen was in it. Let's go! Sabine wearing the helmet for the first time was, of course, awesome as well. Being in the full armor was so cool, and it reminds me, of course, a lot of Rebels. But thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.